Well, forgive the rather dark appearance of this video. I'm sitting here at the fast charger in my local town, and I guess this is a turning point in some ways, because this is the last time I will be here fast charging with AC. My Leaf is planning to come tomorrow, and I've been talking to Renault, so this car, the Zoe, will be going on Tuesday, and I won't be able to drive it from 9:30 tomorrow morning. I'm a mixture of emotions. It's hard to believe. I'm certainly not getting rid of this car because of any problems. I think the Zoe is a brilliant car, and it's just a case of the numbers. At the end of the two-year PCP, it was more financially attractive to move to the larger battery pack of the 30 kilowatt Tecna Nissan Leaf. I'm also holding my phone because, ironically, I left my phone mount in the Nissan Leaf that I took for a demo about a month ago, and it was probably a few days after bringing the car back and realizing I had left my phone mount there that I probably wanted to go for the Nissan Leaf. So in some senses I'll be reconciled again with my suction pad iPhone mount when I go to the Nissan dealership tomorrow. I will, over the weekend, as I finally kind of tidy out the car and make sure I haven't left lots of loose change below the seats. We don't want people in the auction finding that out. And yes, I have found out it is an auction company that is coming to pick up this car, which is a bit sad to think that this will be sitting in an auction house. I've done almost 40,000 miles, 38,851, with probably another 10 to go, so about 38,860. That is about almost 5,000 miles over my agreed 34,000. So I'll have to pay a little bit of excess, a couple of hundred quid, about 240 quid of excess mileage for that. But that's okay. I kind of knew that would happen, and the car's been driving very well. I'm going to have a look at the state of health of the battery just before I hand it over, so I will write some of these figures up. It's been 2 years of practically problemless driving, and I really do recommend the Zoe. It's a great car. I am looking forward to having an extra 25% of range, because I think my usage is not dependent on, well, I can quite easily work with a 60 mile range in the depths of winter, more or less, from my daily commute. But I'm looking forward to, I suppose, coming home and having a bit more juice in the tank. So there you go. I'm looking forward to the heated seats as well. I might get rid of my scarf and all of the stuff that I tend to wear in this car, because that's part of, I suppose, the options of this car, having to dress a bit more for the winter. But yes, it's been a good time. I think I know that having the Leaf will have opportunities, but I know also it'll have challenges. Most of the infrastructure in Ireland is 22 kilowatt charger, and I'm not getting the 6 kilowatt Leaf. I'm getting the basic 3 kilowatt, because I couldn't really justify spending an extra grand for the ability to charge twice as fast. So that's okay. I think I can hack that. But yes, of course, fast chargers become even more critical when you have a Leaf. So that's it. I'm going to log off now, and I'll come back in the daylight, and I'll have a bit of an overview, and also, of course, I have to leave the car with a factory reset and get rid of all my personal data, which is, of course, on the R-Link. I almost forgot about that until yesterday. It dawned on me I need to make sure I delete everything. So maybe I'll do a video on that, on giving your car back after a PCP. I'm sure other people have done that. So anyway, nice to talk, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye. Well, good morning, and this will be my final broadcast from the Renault Zoe. Forgive the wobbliness, I'm holding it because I've already changed the phone mount into the new car. The PCP guy is coming today, and I'm just going to do my final starting of the engines or the motor, and just a few mileage, and reset the all the trip computer. So here we go, the final moment of truth. So we're just turning on the car for the last time, and that's the unforgettable sound of the Renault Zoe starting up. You can see there's 55 miles on the clock. The guy has to drive at about 40 to where the auction place is going to be. Unfortunately, that is where the car is going to be. Now what I want to do is I want to reset this back to the factory default, because I don't want all of my home settings on the car. So I'm going to delete everything. Please confirm. And answer is yes. And now we'll have a factory reset. I'll come back to that in a moment. So total miles on the clock 38,860. I'm just going to, when I get the factory reset, I'm going to reset the tripometer as well. So I've done about 4,800 miles over my agreed 17,000 miles a year. It's a 2-year PCP. I have decided to valet the car. I have a dog which has been in the boot a few times. The car is in reasonable good nick. I'm not expecting any extra fees for that. Don't know much you can see because it is quite dark. But I did spend 10 quid just getting everything cleaned out, so at least there's no excuse, because I don't want to have any extra payments apart from the excess mileage which I'm expecting. The guy's coming today, and he's going to literally drive the car back to where the auctions are, and unfortunately this car will be auctioned. I've got the little dongle Conway thing, and I'm going to just open it up and have a look at the state of health of the battery. It has been sitting for a few days in the cold. If you look at the edge, you can just see the edge of the new car. Yeah, we've got maps, some safety. Now let's see if all my home and various destinations have been. Yep, that looks pretty good. Phone doesn't work, that's correct. And oh, it's all quite slow. It's probably the very first version of this, so it's going to be really slow. Yep. All those bug fixes I think will probably be obliterated. And let me just have a quick look at itineraries. All should be, yep, 0. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reset the car to the factory, the onboard computer. That was my last record, so 121 miles and using about 3.3 miles per kilowatt. So I'm just going to reset that, which will increase the mileage from 58 to 68. There probably is, with gentleish driving, there's probably a good 60-70 miles of this. So I'm going to reset that. Yep, that's back to 0. And we're now 68 miles on the clock. I think that's it. So I'm just going to open now the app on this Android device and find out just the state of the battery. Stand by. Right, we're just going to open the CANSI app, and it's not connecting yet. It's connected now. I'm expecting the health of the battery to be about 86%. Remember, there's almost 40,000 miles done in the last 2 years. So let's have a look. Do we have a battery figure yet? Nothing yet. Takes a minute or two. Sometimes this can be a bit dodgy, so I'll just reverse that a second. Still loading a lot of data. The little blue light is flashing. As far as I know, this little piece of kit will be redundant once I get rid of the car, but we shall see. It's still trying to find all the details. So yeah, 86 is going to be my guess of the state of health. Nothing yet. Let's have a look at something else. Driving information, no, we don't want that. Battery modules are sitting at a very tepid 8. It is slightly, it's 1 degree more than the actual temperature outside. It's about 6 outside. And any more information? Nothing on charging. There should be a place here, I can't remember exactly where. It does actually say state of health. Let me have a look. Oh, I've kind of lost it a bit. Lost the plot here. Lost the plot. Battery, come on. 82. Well, not bad. Not bad. 82% state. Now this has fluctuated. It hasn't been as ever low as 82. The lowest I've had is 85. Then it went up to about 89 and went back down. So there we go. 82% of the battery is healthy. So you work out the figures. 24 kilowatts in reality, 22 available, so you can work out how much that would be. So there we go, 82% with 40,000 miles minus 140 odd. So I've got everything ready for the guy coming. I've never done this before, so I'm not exactly sure what is required. I have proof of tax, road tax. I have the vehicles book, and I'm sure there's a signing off of that to be done. I have my 2 sets of keys, and I have the charger in the back, the charging cable, and I have the Renault kind of reflective jacket, kind of roadside assistance bit. The rest of the car remains as it is. You can see the manual, it's stuck there at the front. And I've got some of of course, the lock bolts are in the glove compartment. So theoretically, I've done everything that I can reasonably think of, and we'll find out what happens when the guy comes, and maybe I'll be able to film the car being driven away for the final time. It's been 2 good years of Zoe ownership. There is a nippiness about the car that I really like. I am enjoying the comfort of the Nissan, and I'm going to do a few videos in the future just to compare the 2 systems. They are different driving experiences, but yes, it's been good. So I've got to wait another hour and this guy should be here, so to be continued. So folks, a basic update. When the guy came to look over the car, he looked around and made sure that everything was okay, and the car was in good nick, so there wasn't a problem there. He did ask me to make sure I had the cable, and he said that this is kind of important if the cable's not there or damaged in some way, and also he said if the cable is not the original, then you would probably you would fail the appraisal for the car being returned. So anybody out there with a non-standard EVSE cable, beware of that if you are handing your car back with a PCP. So apart from that, he looked around the car and he said all was good, so happy days.